Welcome to the Pickers Kitchen Podcast, where we talk about anything on our minds over breakfast, lunch, dinner, honestly, anytime we feel like eating. I'm your host, Mac. With me are my co-hosts, Jared
Hello.
and Sean.
Hey everyone.
I'm getting better at that.
What?
So I'm getting better at that.
Yep, you got memorized now. We're what, 13 or so into it, and finally getting the hang of this.
This is the 21st.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah. We're not great at this.
We'll get there.
Oh, yeah. I guess we should just start out at the top. And then shove some extra things in between. There's a new PS5 that's out. Has a much smaller heatsink. It's significantly smaller. There's a new fan design. Fins are bigger.
I thought it was like not significantly smaller, but I thought that the actual size was like barely smaller.
The overall weight of the new PS5 isn't like massive, but if you look at the two heatsink differences, they don't have a copper plate. It's all aluminum, besides the heat pipes going through the aluminum fins.
Okay.
And then
How's
the
that
size
make it
different.
better?
What's up?
How's that make it better?
The aluminum is actually worse than copper.
Okay, and so the new one has the copper?
No. New one has aluminum. The old one, from what people are saying, Sony probably over-engineered it to make sure they didn't overheat. And now that they're seeing how it's working out in the wild, they did this. Probably like a cost-saving measure as well.
So will that make it overheat more often?
From what the YouTube channel Austin Evans figured out, it's only like 3 to 5 Celsius. Yeah, 3 to 5 Celsius hotter.
Is it okay? So, is it cheaper than the new one, or the older one, or the same price?
It is the same price.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay then.
They also the stand, so you can stand it up. The stand is different. Like the screw is actually, you can use your fingers on it. You don't have to use a screwdriver. Small things.
Yeah.
I feel like that should have just been, figured out before they shipped the original PS5.
Wow. I don't think they were thinking it through. I guess they were thinking that most of their audience are, people that use the PS5 were tech people and would just have screwdrivers, but that's not always necessarily true.
In all honesty, if I'm having to put on a stand, I don't want to have to use anything. I mean, look at the Wii. They shipped you a stand where you just literally slot it into the thing and it holds it.
But you think we've just gotten lazy? I mean, pulling out a quarter out of your pocket or a
oh no, I'm not saying
penny
it's
or something.
difficult. I'm just saying, if I can't lay it on its side, make it fucking, intuitive. Don't make me actually have to do extra work. And you can lay it on its side, I just don't know which side.
So like, I'm wondering, yeah. I don't know. Nobody's really complaining about that I can see, but I'm just wondering if people. It was kind of like what we talked about last time, I think, a little bit, where there's things that people are all upset about. That's really a difference in convenience level, right? And it's
Oh yeah,
interesting.
And I can 100% agree with that.
But
Because
you know,
again,
everything
it's
is
not difficult.
yeah.
I get it's not a difficult thing to do. But I can see both sides.
You know, and everything's in such scarce quantities right now. I
Yeah.
know that you know, China's still having problems with supply chains because they still have people. They're not back to their full workforce yet, and
Yep.
they're also because of that, there's shipping containers full of raw materials just sitting places. And then what
Yes.
happens? I watched a segment, so I'd be ready for this. Is the longer material sits inside a container ship, the more expensive the supplies get. Even
Mm-hmm.
though they may have been promised at a price, they may have bought it from the company at a certain price. The shipping costs just goes up because all those ships are stuck wasting gas,
Yeah.
and or not being able to use the ship to go back and get more. And that's why automobiles are so expensive right now.
Fucking
So I wonder how much of it was more than anything. This redesign was a way for them to try to work around that fact.
maybe. It honestly, it could just been just like
Because
either cost saving, like you were saying, or just fucking they over engineered it,
yeah,
and they're learning that 3 to 5 Celsius isn't gonna hurt it.
yeah. But you know, when they engineer stuff, everybody engineers stuff. They have to assume that poor care of it. So like it's going to be inundated with dust constantly, so it won't
Oh
be
yeah.
able to operate at efficiency. So I think what a lot of time consumers call over engineering is like a safety margin.
Yeah,
You know,
a safety for stupidity.
yeah, right? Because people don't do that. Because I don't think they decided, oh, this is too heavy. Because if people are complaining about the weight of something that sits on a desk, that's ridiculous. I mean, it's they're not carrying it around, or they shouldn't be. I mean,
They put it on their lap when they play,
Yeah.
dude. That's why they gotta make it not as hot.
could you imagine having one of these sit on your lap?
That would fucking suck because that thing's massive.
Oh, they're massive, and they're like, this winter, I don't need my space heater. I'll just turn the Xbox Series X on and let it go to
Yeah.
town. I mean,
Just
the
any
thing
new
is,
consoles, just turn them on.
yeah, and that's not a complaint. That's just the fact of the matter. It's got,
It's a lot of
you know,
fucking components crammed into a box.
Yep.
With one out.
And not just components, but high performance components.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I'm guessing within the next 1 to 2 years, both of them are gonna get better and cooler. I hope Sony fucking doesn't do what it did with the PS4.
Oh, speaking of 1 to 2 years, Dad, did you know that we've been doing this for over a year now?
I didn't
Wow.
even know that.
Yeah,
For real?
I was just
Yeah.
on the channel, and I saw that the first upload was on July 19, 2020, podcast number 1.
Oh, congratulations to us.
Yeah, we did it.
Gotta really
And
start
there's-
paying attention to those things better. So we
Yeah.
actually do something.
Yeah,
We might have done the longest podcast yet on the anniversary by, like, not intentionally, but I think that it might have ended up happening if you look
That's
back.
actually possible.
Because I remember a couple weeks back we did do something like that. Like, or one of the podcasts ran really long.
I can go through it right now.
Yeah, the 2 hour or the almost 3 hour podcast is literally, oh no, it's June 22nd. So it's a month early. Sorry.
Yeah, 2 and 40 minutes.
It's a month early. It all comes back to Halo would be the 1 year anniversary.
Yeah.
Actually, no, there's legitimately a one that was uploaded 1 year later.
Is it
Like
19?
yeah. Well, the Steam Deck beat the Switch. It was
Holy shit.
Melvin, Jared, Mac, and Sheen.
Sheen. Sheen guys, gotta be careful.
You do. Holy shit. God, 20 podcasts in 1 year. How the fuck how are we so bad?
Well, half of 52 would be 26. So we're only missing 5 doing it every other week.
Actually, yeah. You're not wrong.
So it's not that bad.
No. To my knowledge, there was an actual reason. I'm going back to the topic now. The reason the PS5 actually had to do this? I can't remember what it was, though.
Taxes.
It's possible.
Embargo ban, dude.
Well, yeah, switching over from copper to aluminum isn't a great choice.
No.
So they really had to have had a substantial reason for it.
Oh, yeah.
Because aluminum compared to
Copper.
well, okay, it's less efficient. And
It will do the
dissipating
job,
heat.
but it is less efficient.
And it's also it doesn't have as high as point. So copper can withstand overheating a lot better.
Oh, yeah.
Does that make sense? Has a higher tolerance for overheating. Aluminum, not so much. Now that said, the military does use
Copper can dissipate it better.
Yeah.
There you go. That you can continue. I had brain fart.
Oh no, it's okay. I was just, I was just trying to say that the military does use copper, not copper, aluminum too.
Yeah.
For a lot of things.
It's just cheaper.
Yeah.
It's cheaper and easier to do.
But it got really quiet all of a sudden. I don't have any more to say on that.
No, neither do I. I was just trying to figure out why, like the reason they had to do it.
At one point we talked about China, and I'm just gonna quickly touch on that real quick. I heard I didn't read the article. I just saw posts and kept looking past because it didn't really affect me. But I heard that China trying to like go back into non-COVID era is gonna limit gaming playtime on children to 3 hours a week. So you can have it 1 hour on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at like night.
Wow.
Yeah, it's extremely extreme regulation right there.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I was thinking about was that they have a prominent League of Legends competitive scene, the LPL.
Yeah, they're one of the top teams.
Champions. So I'm curious.
Oh, hey, stream just crashed.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing it. How's the recording?
Internet.
Not the internet.
I thought recording's still good. That won't crash.
The internet's conspiring.
Ow.
In China, Tencent is getting us, dude.
Okay. But yeah. China has barred online gamers under the age of 18 from playing weekdays and limiting their play to just 3 hours most weekends.
So for holidays.
Yeah, that's
Man, that's a
minors will be allowed only an hour playtime between 8 and 9 on Friday, weekends, and public holidays. The only upside to this timeline is you know your friends are going to be on.
Okay.
That's
What's
the only
upside to this?
upside.
Wait, I didn't hear anything you said.
The only upside is that you know your friends are going to be on between 8 and 9.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's the only time you get to play. That
Really restrictive over there. Isn't it a communism still?
they
I
are
think so.
communists.
That-
So
that's-
you know.
I understand, like, not wanting them to play during school days, but in my opinion, that's not a government thing. That's a parent thing.
Yeah,
Like-
well, your opinion is wrong. China number 1.
Apparently, Jared.
I mean, I'm gonna just circle back to my other comment. It is a communist country, so
Yeah.
you know, power to the people workers, I guess. Whoosh.
Okay. On
Yeah.
to day off of Twitch. Then we'll end with something on the lighter side. It happened September 1st, so Wednesday of last week?
Mm-hmm. No, it was Wednesday this week, Mac.
It's Sunday.
Well, Sunday's technically, yeah. I still remember that.
Yeah. What I'm saying, if you actually look at the numbers from the day before, like the week before Wednesday, on the link I sent, the day before the 31st, we had 4,340,980 viewer hours. It dropped almost an entire million.
Do you think that impacts them enough for it to...
I don't know, because like I said to you when I brought this up, when it was happening, Twitch is already technically losing money, if I'm not mistaken. Like, they're not making enough off ads and everything for their side. So I think they're losing. So in that sense, I don't think this is entirely going to force them to do anything. I think the acquisitions that YouTube just got recently are going to force them to actually do something, though. Because they just got 2 of the most popular streamers for YouTube.
Which ones?
Dr. Lupo and Tim the Tapman.
I don't know either.
You don't watch Warzone content, and that's what they mainly do currently.
Wow.
And then they were also the 2 of the biggest Fortnite streamers as well. Did you ask why?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just what they like playing. That's what the people like watching.
Okay.
That's the only thing I can think of, but I didn't. There we go. Looks like trying to figure out where the fuck to explain the day off Twitch in general.
Yeah, like for people who don't know what it is.
Yes.
Yeah, because I didn't know what it was, but I haven't been on Twitch a lot lately. But
Mac needs your support, Dad.
Well, Twitch, you know what? Twitch is kind of doing it to themselves. Let's be honest about this. They kind of haphazardly apply the rules. If the streamer doesn't have as many viewers, they're more likely to discipline them as somebody that has a lot of viewers. Which to me
Or you get
seems
situations
backwards.
where people who don't have viewers do whatever the fuck they want, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
there's big people that have fucked with small streamers and big streamers. Fuck, there was someone who, since they added animated emotes,
yeah.
someone took the bit emote, like the 10,000 bit emote, made it one of theirs, and went into other people's chats and used it, and making people think they donated 10,000 bits. And he would do it multiple
Oh.
times.
Oh.
Which
Come
the guy
on.
did it to fuck with like his friends and other big streamers. They're like, they would get the joke, but then other people took his shit and then used it for malicious intent. So in sense of, it's still his fault for doing it, but he was doing it as a joke.
You got to think about consequences when you do things.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
So yeah, it's 100% his fault that any of it happened.
Yeah, there's other stuff too that.
But that's just one thing, right?
That's just one thing Twitch is not doing anything about. There's people that have fucking broken rules multiple times, and they're still there, no issue. There's people that have been banned because it's 3 bans and then you're perma-banned, from my understanding.
Yeah.
There's people that have been banned 6, 7, 8 times.
Yeah. Twitch has become a dumpster fire.
To an extent, yeah. The actual, like, the community itself and the other bigger streamers aren't bad, but then you get the ones that are. Like, as a majority, it's not terrible, but you get the other ones that just pop out and just get that special treatment.
Because they bring in the special revenue.
Oh yeah. Okay, I got it pulled up. I think.
So, but wasn't it really about all the really racist stuff happening? Or not racist entirely, but
That hate.
It was
rates
hate
is what we're
rates.
talking about. That's
hate
what-
based.
Hate rates,
hate
yeah.
rates.
Hate rates, which I think is a disgusting thing.
Yeah.
It's if you don't like somebody, if you don't like their content, if you don't like that their sexuality is different, or that they were born one gender but identify as another, just go on your merry way and come back. But some people are so bothered by that they have to ruin somebody's life, and or that they're a different race, and it's why so much effort?
It sucks ass.
Yeah.
One of I have this weird axiom, and it doesn't always work out. It's not like some of my other religious-based axioms, but this one is generally pretty spot on. It's if somebody is taking that much time out of themselves to go and do that to other people, then they must have something about themselves that they're not okay with, that they're struggling with.
Oh yeah.
So they punish other people. My point in case is the guy that started the first re-education camps for gays and lesbians that were Christians, and that whole re-education thing came out that he was gay.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, but then on the flip side of that, there has been groups from Russia and stuff that are just trying to make a mess out of the United States and go in and do that stuff and don't actually believe any of it. They just do it to get people all turned up. And
The Russian hackers.
Yeah, everybody says that, but who knows if they're Russian, right? Maybe people that live in Russia, but I don't know.
I've got no idea.
It's but that's a lot of energy to spend on people, and that's just another thing that Twitch really should be protecting people against. I don't have an easy solution to how to fix it because they want everything to be automated or for people to take responsibility for their own channels. But their platform doesn't have really great tools for dealing with that stuff besides moderators.
Yeah.
And some of the streamers that are the smaller streamers that are getting targeted right here don't have like moderators
No.
because it's just them trying to start up.
Yeah.
They don't have mods because they can't do anything. Most mods don't, like, you can get some mods that'll do it for free, but most mods actually get paid to do this shit.
Oh yeah, on the bigger channels, they get a percentage of.
Yeah.
It's so. It's such a. I don't know. It's disappointing because
It is.
Over the past 5 years, it's like we descended to becoming Cro-Magnons or something. It's as a society, sickening.
It is. It really is.
But largely, it's not your guys' generation. I've noticed that people like that.
Everybody.
Yeah. Maybe.
It's older, it's younger, it's fucking middle age, it's everybody.
I was gonna say it's a United States geographical thing, but we've been to a lot of places lately, and I just think it's bad choices. I think certain churches espouse things that from pastors that don't use great judgment.
Oh yeah.
Don't think about the consequences of what they're saying. But I don't have a cure for it. We always say more education, more education, more education, but it's when something's sick and doesn't want to get better, it's really hard.
Oh yeah.
But Twitch needs to do a better job. That's just my opinion.
They 100% need to do a better job.
It's just
they're just going to keep losing people if they don't.
Yeah. They will. And so what does it mean? Maybe it cuts into their bottom line a little bit. If Twitch is losing that much money for Amazon, which I highly doubt.
I don't think they're losing a massive amount, or else Twitch wouldn't be here still.
Yeah, they would have sold it off to somebody.
Oh yeah.
Like, I say this, but I don't know how this will go over. Somebody like Tencent or somebody.
Hell, a lot of people are thinking if Twitch continues like this, Amazon is just going to sell it to fucking YouTube. Like, Google's just going to buy it. And there's their fucking streaming platform. Rebrand it as YouTube Gaming, and there you go.
Oh, they could. I suspected that Microsoft might be looking.
You never know, because they did lose Mixer.
Yeah, but I think they bought another company recently.
Yeah, that's right. They did buy a different company.
Doesn't mean that they don't have a big. Yeah, doesn't mean they don't have a big plan to get into Twitch, but I don't know that Amazon wants to because for Amazon, Twitch harvests a lot of information for their AI, for their programming and their marketing. and I've never looked into how much Amazon sells their data to other people.
Yeah.
But that has to be as marketable, and for them not to sell that data to somebody would not make great business sense. So
No, it wouldn't.
I personally hate it, but you know, it is what it is.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's my bottom line. Do a better job. And if enough people start switching, that's the most power people have is going to another platform. It's what we used to call voting with your pocketbook.
Yeah. And well, on that note, Streamlabs, which is they made Streamlabs OBS. They're a way to do the emotes and everything, the notifications for following and subscribing. They added a way you can do recurring tips. You can completely shut off, like, don't worry about subs on Twitch. They won't be making any money. People can just do a recurring tip through Streamlabs.
Oh.
So say you wanted to do a $5 sub, and yes, it sucks. You wouldn't have emotes, but you can go through Better TTV. I think that's the one Melvin sent me. And upload your emotes there.
Huh.
That way they'll have emotes, and you can... Quit licking me, dog. But yeah, you can upload your emotes at Better TTV, and you'll have emotes.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. And along those same lines, I know it's not on the agenda. I heard on NPR that Twitter was rolling out in limited capacity for people to have paid followers on Twitter.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, it's so far it's a bunch of really high end influencers that they've rolled into it. So you can have premium Twitter content, premium tweets that only they will get. So maybe a combination of OBS and that could, regain.
Yep. In February, paid super follows let you charge for tweets.
I'm gonna be super honest here. I'm surprised Twitter. I don't know what their marketing plan is or the extent of what they want to do. But if I was Twitter, I might look into a streaming service like that.
I think you can just actually just stream to Twitter. You actually can just stream to Twitter.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, if they lock it down with that premium super user, dude, Twitch done. Between the YouTube and that.
Oh yeah. And then you have Facebook Gaming as well, which is there. I don't think many people are actually going to use it unless they're getting paid to use it.
It's Facebook. Nobody trusts Facebook hardly anymore.
The Zucks.
Yep.
Zucks.
Oh, we missed a thing.
What?
What's everyone been doing since the last podcast?
Oh my god, we're backtracking, Mac. We're backtracking.
Fuck, we're bad. What have you been up to, Sean?
So I went back to work, of course.
Yep.
And been dealing with work, been dealing with union stuff. I've been playing a lot of Warframe, and I've become kind of a fanboy for Warframe.
Nice.
I had forgotten the origins of Warframe, and I had to watch a video, and it toggled me, and I went, "Oh yeah, this is that guy." And but it's a great content, and yeah, it's grindy. It's definitely grindy, but it's not quite. I don't know. I complain about it less than Destiny, I guess.
Yeah. All you gotta
I
do is
guess
wait for the new fucking DLC for Destiny. Apparently, shit's changing.
Yeah. Well, they started banning. Okay, get to Jared, then we can segue into that.
What have you been doing, Jared?
I have not been doing much, sir. Back to school. Playing Genshin Impact. I'm playing a little bit of a game on my phone called Punch and Grey Ribbon. It's got a good story, but the devs. Been trying to play Octopath Traveler more, but I haven't played very much of it. And we do Apex and Fast.
Yeah.
What about you, Mac? You got anything new gaming wise?
Gaming wise, not really, because it's been Apex, Faz. Played some Hearthstone, regretting it. They updated Battlegrounds, and it's not great. Been editing some, not as much as I need to be, but haven't had the drive to do it. Other than that, not really. I haven't really been doing much. Played some Halo.
I was gonna say no Halo.
We started fucking the grind through every Halo before Infinite comes out.
Yeah, you did.
Started off poorly. Haven't went back to it yet. I couldn't get Halo Wars to work.
Oh, you can?
No, it just wouldn't fucking work. It'd open, crash. So I'm gonna work with it. I'm gonna try to get it working before tomorrow. If I can't, I'm just gonna grab the Xbox. I'll play it on fucking console. I don't care.
It's the same game.
It is. It's just
you're not gonna get substantially better performance on the computer.
No.
For that game. But...
No, it's just more difficult to do.
Oh yeah. No, the keyboard and mouse is a much better solution for that game.
Oh, I wasn't. I was talking about streaming it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I don't have the capture card I want. But no, actually, playing Halo Wars on PC with keyboard and mouse, I couldn't get the controls to work right. Like, it didn't want to zoom out, so I was fucking sitting there zoomed in. I was like, I can see my units and nothing else. What? Stop it. I couldn't get it to zoom out. Couldn't get it to do anything. The entire fucking stream was the controller disconnecting. It wasn't great. That, and I'm on the fucking level in Halo Wars where you need to save people. It's the Arcadia one, like Arcadia City, I think it's called. And you're just you're sitting there for 20 minutes trying to get people to ships and have the ships leave. And the ships get down to half health and just die.
Oops.
Yeah, it's that mission that takes 20 minutes each time.
So that was fun.
Yeah. I'm sure it was.
That's what I've been doing.
Yeah, remind me, because I feel like there's a lot of misinformation out. When does Halo Infinite come
December
out?
8th.
Or Infinity, or whatever it is called.
Halo Infinite comes out the 8th.
There's Halo Infinite.
But it doesn't release with co-op multiplayer. You have to do solo. Co-op campaign.
It's solo campaign and just multiplayer. There's no forge, there's no co-op. Because apparently they're not working well enough for them to justify releasing them.
Oh, I almost you reminded me of something, but I don't want to sidebar what you're talking about. But it is pretty cool.
Oh, go ahead, talk.
So I did pay attention to an announcement a couple of weeks ago, maybe, that for DLC for Watchdogs Legion, and it was probably the coolest thing ever, and adds modern day assassins to Watchdogs Legion. You get to play as a character that is an assassin, modern day, running around London. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. That's not... It's kind of what people have been asking for from Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, well, I think that's what the new Assassin's Creed Live service may be partially doing too, is, adding that.
It's possible.
One never knows.
Ubisoft does what it wants. It looks where the money is.
Well, especially now, because they have to, right? They lost a lot of money with the whole situation where they went through, where they weren't producing and they got lawyers, they had to fire people, big game directors.
Yeah. God damn. Ubisoft just, like I said, it's doing what it wants because people want a Splinter Cell game. They ain't getting it. They got a Siege, a Rainbow Six game that you're fighting mutants, some type of fucking mutant species. Don't get me wrong, doesn't look bad. It's not what the people wanted though.
Yeah, right.
There's a lot of games out there that don't look bad, just ain't what people want.
Do consumers, know what they want anymore?
I don't know. Because that's not a bad segue into fucking people complaining about Halo 3 skins. A game from 2007. Getting new content in 2021. 14 years later.
You're right.
They just wanted to be able to load their disc in from 2020 or 2007, whatever the game was released. They just wanted to be able to put the old Halo 3 disc in and have it work. That's all they wanted.
It still works.
Yeah, but not like this, dude. They can't have new content. Who would want such a thing for a game that you enjoy?
I know, right? Who would want someone to pay attention to it and give you some really cool content?
It just doesn't make sense.
I'm waiting for your ruined childhood. I'm gonna scan Twitter for those comments. You're ruining my childhood.
Oh, get ready, because you're probably gonna see it.
God, I hate.
And it makes
like that.
no fucking sense.
They said that to Michael Bay when Transformers came out, and he wanted to do something a little bit different than making it look like the Hasbro cartoons. And he was eviscerated in social media. Like, oh, come on, people.
Oh, you're also getting these helmets in Reach, by the way.
Reach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get the helmets.
I love Reach. Well, I can't play Reach. It's so sad. I mean, I love the game. No, it's sad. That's why.
Oh.
It's a great game. It was like, I feel like I played it and I said goodbye, right? We called it Bungie's swan song. and from the Halo world, and
Mhm.
it was a great game. Very emotional.
Yeah. No
I mean,
Halo game has been purely bad.
No. No.
What
Just
about the like games on your phone, Spartan Recon or Spartan Assault?
Spartan Assault and Strike, I haven't played them.
Yeah, those ones might be purely bad.
We'll find out.
What if they're gotcha games?
They're not. Because, let me scroll through. I'll tell you when I'll be going through them. Between, you got Spartan Assault after 3, then Spartan Strike after 4. That is timeline. So I got a while before we get to them.
Long time from now.
in Galaxy far, far away.
No. I don't see. This actually pisses me off more because people are sitting here bitching about 343 not sticking to Halo lore and everything. Do people not remember that Bungie literally rewrote the lore multiple times to fit what narrative they wanted?
That's such a dumb thing to say. Because what? Explain to me exactly what multiplayer has to do with Halo lore, anyways. I mean,
Or they're saying they're not keeping it with the Halo universe or what a Spartan should look like.
There
oh,
is
okay.
one that looks like the person from Dead Space. Maybe there's a crossover coming soon.
Dead Space getting
You
a
know what
remake.
You know what I say to that? Ready? Emil's helmet.
What about Emil's helmet?
The skull on it.
It didn't look like what a Spartan helmet should look like.
True.
But it's one of the most loved helmets of all times.
And you know, for that matter, Halo 3 had the ODST helmet, which wasn't a Spartan helmet. Because ODSTs aren't Spartans.
Exactly. Unless you count Buck now.
That's true. Buck is now a Spartan. But
Buck
before
was
that,
You do.
Let's be honest. Buck was a Spartan, just without a suit.
In the augmentations.
I wonder whatever happened to Dare.
I don't know. Oh. I have learned something. I didn't read any of the books.
Okay.
The the rookie from ODST.
Uh-huh.
Do you know how he ends? Like the ending to him?
No.
He dies.
Yeah.
He dies in one of the books.
Yeah, I know that, but I don't know how.
I think he just gets shot.
Why?
I don't know. Because he's a fucking ODST and he's not built like a Spartan.
Oh, I thought they dealt with it in the game.
No. It's only in the book.
In the game for ODST, spoiler alert, by the way, none of the guests died.
What?
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, the books are pretty cool. They talk about the relationships that the ODSTs have with the Spartans at first. I think it was Master Chief in one of the books explained to them the pecking order and turned a ODST into a crumbled mess.
Hmm.
And got in trouble from Halsey for it. That's her name, Halsey. It just came to me because I wasn't thinking hard about it. I'm getting old. It's ridiculous. Halsey. You think it would be that would be a hard I can't remember the guy, her husband's name though, to save my life. Or not husband, father of her daughter.
Yeah. Couldn't tell you.
Was that it?
Well, bless you.
Shit ass, go lay down.
Normally, I'm the one having dog issues with the dogs hiding out here.
Yeah, I'm home alone. Dog got left with me.
Let's face it, it's your dog.
No. It is not my fucking dog. Don't put that in the goddamn universe.
We think one of our dogs is pregnant. We'll know soon.
Okay.
So, related, unrelated.
Yeah.
We're running out of steam. We gotta wrap this up. But for people to get, it's this kind of purist mentality, right? Oh,
Yeah.
this game, we can't touch it.
It's 100% just purist shit. Which
It's
again, it's a game. It's multiplayer. Adding helmets and shit and changing your armor. There's a fucking literally a goddamn katana. What fucking Spartan's gonna use a katana?
Yeah, I know, right? There's no need for it.
The Hayabusa set.
Yeah.
What Spartan's gonna use that?
No. And some
No
of
one
those
complained
maps,
about that. Everyone
they
uses
showed
it.
that. They're freaking cosmetics. If you don't like them, don't use them.
You can.
It's really easy.
In Master Chief Collection, you can turn them off. If I'm not mistaken, I keep seeing that you can turn them off.
Yeah, there you go. You want to be a purist about it? It's the same type of mentality plagued around Disneyland, where people wanted Disneyland to somehow, for some reason, be kept in this state that Walt Disney left it in. And he would never have wanted that. He would never have wanted Disneyland to be stagnant. And it's just how
No, if it's not
weird.
making money, it's not worth it to him.
Yeah, it's weird how some people get about that stuff. Matter of fact, internally they called those people foamers because they're foaming at the mouth about all things. Oh, you can't change it, you can't do this, and it's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
No one who plays as anything other than the default armor set with the default colors is allowed to complain about armors not being what Spartans wear. At that time, Master Chief was literally the only Spartan left. And so anything that isn't his armor would not be right.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you could say the entirety of all of the other armors are just as well inconsistent.
Yeah. And what about Halo Reach? And I don't know where people go with this. I mean,
it doesn't make sense.
No. And if I wanted to be really critical, in Halo Reach you could have prosthetic limbs. Yeah, and come on, in a real military, they wouldn't chance active combatants with that, right? So
I think in this sense, them being Spartans, I think they would. Also, they're not really just prosthetic limbs, they're more of just robotic limbs.
Oh yeah, well,
they actually function how an arm would.
Specifically, like Kat, right? She was a great character, but she had a crazy arm. But anyways, I was just.
I get where you're going with it, like in a sense of realism and shit like that. They wouldn't actually use someone with a prosthetic limb,
right?
But in the sense of Halo Spartans, I'm pretty sure they'd send someone with fucking no arm out there. In that sense. Because if you actually go with how a lot of Spartans are, they really can't feel anything for the most part. Certain ones actually can't feel anything. Certain ones can't even get horny. I learned that. Like, they don't have a sex drive. At all.
Well, because they're all...
It was because of the augmentations they got. Messed up a lot of their shit.
Oh, yeah. Then they, you know, we're facing a human extinction.
Yeah.
Speaking of Halo, one of the other things that we could talk about is Halo's Battle Pass. And
Yeah.
how you don't have to spend anything for the Battle Pass, and all of the Battle Pass, like the new coming Halo, you will have to pay for the Battle Pass, but it's going to be the same situation.
Yeah, Halo Infinite's Battle Pass. You pay, I'm just going to say a number because I haven't said anything, $10 for the Battle Pass. That's what you pay for all of them. You have that until you finish it.
Yeah.
Like, there's no timeline. There's no like, oh, you have 3 months to do this. You better get it done. You have that for good.
Yeah, dude, that's like game changing, and it's so cool.
Yeah.
Because I think the game industry as a whole needs to take a responsibility for what happens inadvertently when you make games that are so grindy heavy that people are just compelled, if they spend money on it, to spend endless hours of getting it done before the pass expires.
Yep.
And that contributes to antisocial behavior and all kinds of things. And yes, it needs to be regulated by parents and by people themselves, but the video game industry is not helping at all. They make games addictive on purpose. So, because it makes money, right?
Oh, yeah. Fuck. In the sense of, like, how Infinite's doing it, look at Master Chief Collection. When they released it on PC, they released one for Reach. It's still there. It's free. You can go get it.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Like, you can go just play the game and get the helmets from Reach, the armor pieces from Reach, the fucking armor effects from Reach. Then you got the most recent one. And then you'll have Season 8 coming out with those armor pieces and helmets. So you have 8 battle passes that you can go through and get the shit from. Man, my brain jumbled it up right at the end there. But no, Master Chief Collection is doing the Battle Pass stuff right. Infinite's going to do it right. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here. I agree.
Both you went silent.
Well,
that's what I dropped.
Yeah, I'm sorry, dude.
I just wasn't sure you were done talking. We're looking for a response.
I thought I just dropped. But no,
Dad, what battle passes do you think are doing it right?
Well, I'm gonna be honest here. I only think that what Halo's doing is the best idea.
Yeah.
But for me, it's interesting because I'm gonna go back to Warframe. Warframe doesn't have a battle pass. They don't charge for anything. What they charge for is cosmetics and blueprints. Right? So from that aspect, it is a bit of a play to win or a play to skip. And the stuff's expensive. But by no means do you have to buy anything to get that premium content. You either make the choice, you grind on a free game, or you cough up some money.
Yeah, they have that freemium aspect.
Yeah, but it's not as predatory as a lot of the mobile games are. There's, like I said, all the cool stuff they offer through money, they offer a non-pay way to get it.
They're doing the right way of that then. They're doing how freemium should be.
Right. And I think that I want to say that model that they're pushing is probably why Microsoft is in how popular Warframe is right now, is why Microsoft decided, oh, we should look at our business model, right? Because Bungie did a little bit of it.
I'm 100% sure they're looking at everyone else's battle passes and how everyone else is doing shit like that.
Yeah. Bungie's battle pass is cheap. It's $10. And it's basically what Call of Duty's battle pass is.
Yeah, they're all $10.
But Call of Duty and Bungie both only give you one season to get it done. To get things off of it.
You got 3 months.
Bungie does offer a way to go back in case you've completed the battle pass but forgot to claim stuff. You can go back a year or a season or 2 seasons, I think, and claim stuff you didn't claim previously.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
But you can't earn progress on it. You can go to the website and earn. You can basically add it to your inventory.
That's not bad. I like
No.
that.
Yeah. But again, it's only if you've already earned it during the season. So there's been stuff I finished the battle pass on one character and I forgot to claim the stuff for my other characters. And so I went in and grabbed everything for my other characters.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really cool. That's a cool feature. I don't think that Call of Duty has a mechanism like that.
None of the other ones do. Fortnite, Apex, COD, none of them have that type of thing. From what I've seen. At least it's not advertised, no one's saying anything about it. And that actually sucks.
Yeah.
But in a sense, for Bungie, it kind of makes more sense for them to have it because you can have multiple characters. And not everyone's going to sit there and play like how a lot of the streamers play and be like, I'm going to go through on this fucking character, on my Titan, then my Hunter, then my Warlock, and level up the fucking Battle Pass as fast as possible.
Right.
To do the weeklies and everything.
Right. But those streamers that are doing that, their full-time job is streaming.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
So that makes sense. But
it makes sense they're doing it.
Yeah. I think that kids and young adults lose that perspective of they're doing that, but they're getting paid to do that. And there should be no expectation.
Some of them are getting paid.
Oh, yeah. Well, I hope all the ones that are doing that all day long are getting paid. Otherwise.
Oh, yeah. It'd be a waste of money. Like, you'd just be wasting your time.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fuck.
Yeah, you have to have a source of income. I'm talking about the guys that are in their 30s that it's like it's really their job.
Oh yeah.
Well.
Fuck. I remember I streamed 8 hours one night to finish the first battle pass.
For which game? I forgot.
Destiny. You were there. You were there for that entire 8 hours.
No, I remember the stream. I just forgot.
The end of that became so fucking off the rails because we were both so fucking tired.
Yes.
Yeah, 8 hours. I've taught for 10 hours straight for some of my classes that I do. And I am so burned out talking that long.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I just go, Jared knows. I just go home and I was like, Don't want to talk. I don't want.
Oh no, I completely get it. That's why I usually keep streams around 2 to 4 hours, because like mentally that's okay. I can sit here talk 2 to 4 hours, play games for 2 to 4 hours. But sometimes my ass can't take it because my chair needs to. I need a new cushion.
Well, yeah.
But I can usually sit there for 2 to 4 hours and be a-okay. But no, fucking, I couldn't. I don't get how some people actually sit here and stream for 8 fucking hours every goddamn day.
Yeah. Dude, that's a lot. Let's be honest.
Yeah. I mean, it's like an actual job, like you're treating it like an actual job, but it's the fact of how do you keep your mental in check for that fucking long?
Yeah, that's yeah. How do you? You know what's interesting is I sold this guy short, but I actually gotta give this dude credit. But Harris Heller, I think he managed to figure it out, and I think it was because he came from the entertainment industry, and so he was keenly aware about burnout and mental health and things like of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
But isn't that weird how I sold that guy short?
Yeah, the burnout's so crucial in anything you do really. Like
Yeah.
in the gaming and streaming community,
You need
it's
to
something that
you need to take breaks and change it up whenever you feel like you're reaching that point.
Yeah, because it was for me, and I figure I think I've not ever talked about this before, but it's I loved doing theater. It was something I really enjoyed. And so, going to school and getting it, I didn't really think through that I was taking something I enjoyed doing and I was going to now be forced to do it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
don't know that if I was kind of in this hobby area or if I was really committed to that's what I want to do with it. And I think that's contributing to where I'm at right now with it because I'm kind of like,
Oh yeah.
Speaking of burnout, I think that this is about the end of the podcast.
We've only been going for an hour.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't much today.
No, there really
much this
wasn't,
week.
and we didn't do anything really.
Not much to say, not much to talk about.
We played Splitgate. It's not what everyone says it is.
Yeah, it's cool. Portals are cool. Some of the guns make you think about Halo, like the battle rifle is definitely straight.
The
from the
BR
battle
is
rifle.
100% Halo-esque, but it's not. It's not that return to old Halo everyone's calling it.
It's a different game, and if you like it, then good for you.
Yeah. Just don't
It's
call it what it's
fast-paced.
not.
But yeah, I guess next time we might have Platini here, so he might do the podcast with us.
Hey, nice. You might figure that out then.
Yep.
In 2 weeks.
Until next time, stay hungry.
Oh wait, yeah, I gotta actually do the outro. Thank you for dining with us tonight as we discuss what's on our minds. I was your host, Mac. They're your co-hosts, Jared.
Bye.
And Sean.
Hey, take care, everyone. See you next time.
Have a nice night.
You too, Mac.
I wish, Jared. I wish.